Australia Day is a public holiday on the 26th of January every year, which marks the anniversary of the 1788 arrival of the First Fleet in New South Wales. Generally, you'll find people celebrating next to the barbecue with a beer in their hands. It's the kind of holiday that makes this guy a wealthy man.
How many times have you been out and you've forgotten your stubby holder?
I'd love to say this sort of happy environment is indicative of the dev scene in Australia, but unfortunately that really isn't the case. Things aren't very rosy down here for people trying to make a living in games development, with budget cuts and a general sense of disinterest from politicians making things very difficult for companies of all sizes. From closures of big studios like 2K Australia, to the exodus of talent overseas to greener pastures, the local development scene is rather bleak at the moment. With that in mind, I'd like to ask everyone to take this opportunity to play some Australian games. Here are some good ones to get started with. LA Noire. Developed by the late Team Bondi, this is a game with some massive flaws, but it was extremely impressive nevertheless. An ambitious vision with some standout performances, including one by John Noble, an Australian actor you may recognise as Walter Bishop from Fringe.
Did you know that I'm on the board of the Police Pension Fund?
Transformers. This game is still one of the most technically impressive titles for the PlayStation 2. It was developed by Melbourne House, a legendary Australian studio. If you've enjoyed any of the recent Transformers games from High Moon Studios, you'll probably find a lot to like here.
I would have waited an eternity for this.
Satellite Rain. Inspired by Syndicate, this Kickstarter-funded project was actually developed by a small team in Brisbane called 5 Live Studios. They even poked fun at the Australian government's lack of interest in the industry by adding a little something extra to the game's credits. These are just a few of the many great games created here in Australia. So, no matter where you are, I hope you join me by taking some time out on the 26th, cracking open a VB, and having a go of some Australian software. Happy Australia Day!